Hi there, this is Noelle Gross with NG Career Strategy, and today I'm going to show you how to search for contacts and companies on LinkedIn. I think you'll find this is pretty basic. It's very LinkedIn's very user friendly, but I find that when I'm working with clients and we start to look through LinkedIn together, they haven't, I guess, used the kind of really simplistic approach that LinkedIn allows for finding contacts and for incorporating that strategically into the job search. So let's go ahead and start to look for contacts and companies. And I'm going to just use some examples that have come to me from clients. So one client was telling me that he was searching for contacts at better.com. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up top to that search bar and you're going to type in better.com. And as you start to type, there's going to be a list of companies that pop up. As soon as you see the logo, you want to grab, that company. So let's click on that. And what it does is it brings me to the company homepage. So on the company homepage, you'll see it allows you to link to, or allows you to click on a link. It'll take you to all of Better.com's employees. And the purpose for finding employees is we want to find people to network with, people that we potentially know that could give us a foot in the door opportunity to this company. So, and if we don't know anyone, which my client did not know anyone, we want to find the kind of low-hanging fruit, the people that would be most opportune to speak with to help me network and get a foot in the door. So we click on that, and it brings us to Better.com's, to everyone who works at Better.com. And this person is in the greater New York City area, so you'll see there's filters up top here. I'm going to go ahead and we've searched by people, so these are all the people that are there. I'm going to go ahead and also filter this down to New York City, since that was the location this client was targeting. Ideally, you are networking with people in the area that you've targeted, and the best case scenario is to get an in-person meeting, but phone meeting is fine if they're not in the area. So let's go ahead and do some research. So we filter that down to New York City, and I just start, it says we have 457 results up top. And what you're going to do is you're just going to scroll through contact. You're going to skim their title. So this is one of those reasons the headline on LinkedIn is so important, because people skim LinkedIn, and just based on the headline, you're going to get a sense of whether or not you want to talk to this person, whether or not this is someone to add to your networking target list. So we see that this first woman is a senior recruiter. So potentially someone we want to talk to, but I always leave recruiters kind of as a second tier kind of networking contact, because sometimes recruiters are just going to screen you out. So the idea here is to find someone sitting in your target department or someone senior in your target department that you can meet with. So we have Gina. Gina is a senior recruiter, probably not. The other thing that you want to pay attention to is who do you know in terms of your first connection. So you see up here it says Vishal is a second connection. And then down here right below, it'll show you how you're connected. So someone you know or someone you're linked to on LinkedIn is linked to Vishal. If Liza here, the first linkage, if she is someone that I know well, she is someone I could then send a message to, text, call, whatever it is, and ask for an intro to Vishal. Or I could ask how she knows him, do a little research, and then see if it makes sense to be connected, to connect with him. So, and you can use that if it's a first degree connection. You want to obviously look for first degree connections first, because those people you might be surprised at who you already have in your network and who that works at that company. But I don't have any first connections there. So that's why we're kind of tackling it this way. So this client of mine is looking to get into account management or sales at Better.com. So I'm going to be looking for people in the sales field. So when we come down to Olivia, I see that she's a sales manager, potentially someone we want to connect with. So this is a person I would have my client put on his networking target list. And then we keep going, down the list and search accordingly. So we come up with a strategy of who to contact. And you want to, if you absolutely don't know anybody in the company, you want to come up with, you know, a couple contacts in case the first one doesn't respond, and so on. So I go page by page and I look to see who I know, and I try to find the people who are most likely to be able to help me. So if that's people who are sitting in sales, you know, someone who's near the hiring manager, or the hiring manager, you know, or, you know, last resort would be recruiters, kind of putting yourself on a recruiter's radar. But in my experience, that's a lower success rate. So that's how you search for contacts at particular companies on LinkedIn. Another thing you can do to expand your research. So say you've tapped out better.com, or you've applied and it didn't work out. How do you find more companies like better.com? So say we go over to, let's go back to that salesperson. So we see the sales manager, and I want to try and find other people like her, or more opportunities that like the sales manager opportunity at better.com. So what I would do is I go to her profile, and she has a great profile, and I go and I look at this section over here, oops, on the far right, the people also viewed. Okay, so these people have something in common with Olivia's profile, you know, based on LinkedIn's algorithm. So it's keywords, it's a school, it's a company, they have something in common. So you see Cal down here, he's a sales manager. So he potentially is, oops, go back here, sorry about that. He potentially is someone who works in sales at a similar company. Let's see, is there anybody else? Sales director at better.com. So obviously they have the company in common. Potentially someone you would network with, another sales manager. And so you can really start to turn up some new contacts this way by going through the people also viewed. So if we go to Cal's profile, I can look and see who has something in common with him over here. And then it references Olivia again. Another thing you can do is, so these people have not too much experience, but you can look at the companies. So based on the companies, are there other companies here? So we have EF, we have Binder. Are there any companies that are in her profile that might be interesting? So what has led her to a sales manager role? And is that potentially a path that you should be taking? Do you have anything in common with her? Maybe you both worked at Binder at one point. So you really want to analyze the profile to try and warm up that networking contact, so that you're not reaching out cold, so you have something in common, and also so that you can get as close as possible to the person who has the who will be able to offer you a foot in the door opportunity with your job. So I want to thank you for joining this tutorial, and I will talk to you later.